Rudy Giuliani never left the news cycle. He's still there, still fighting the same fight and still being talked about for the same issue. The former New York City mayor and attorney for Donald Trump ordered to pay $148 million in damages to Georgia election workers Ruby Freeman and daughter Wandra Shea Moss after defaming them with the false claims of ballot fraud during the 2020 presidential election. And to satisfy the judgment, Giuliani would have been compelled to surrender several assets, his Manhattan penthouse, a 1980 Mercedes-Benz, some luxury watches, and other valuables. In this also is his son, Andrew Giuliani, who is contesting the seizure of 4 New York Yankees World Series rings, asserting that they were gifted to him by his father in 2018 should not be used to settle the defamation judgment. Because they don't belong to Rudy, they belong to Andrew, so they shouldn't go anyplace. And despite the other asset turnovers, Giuliani has exhibited reluctance to fully comply with the court orders and leading to courtroom confrontations and potential contempt rulings on him. He has no money. He has no place to stay. He really has no reputation left, yet he's still fighting this because he's Rudy. He is currently appealing the $148 million judgment, still, citing free speech rights and arguing that Freeman and Moss didn't prove that he made the ballot fraud claims with actual malice. Although he made them, he just didn't make them with actual malice, which is a requirement to win a defamation case. He didn't really mean to defame them and make them feel bad and, of course, have people come to their houses and want to kill them. That wasn't the intent, so they didn't prove that. So he should be off the hook. Not really. But this also is a larger scale issue that deals with what we'll be dealing with the next couple of years. Unfortunately, it's going to be more Rudy talk, but it also will be some of the retribution coming from people from the prior Trump administration and some retribution coming from the new Trump administration for most folks who have made more, let's say, wrongs to Donald Trump and his allies going forward. Rudy seems to be somebody that's been shuffled to the side and just left to, drown in the shark-fenced waters by himself in this case. But other folks will get more actual help from Mr. DJT in the process, and those will have a harder time those will have an easier time as people trying to fight those fights will have a harder time trying to fight the fights. But for Rudy, he ain't gone nowhere. He's still here. And as formerly America's mayor and now sort of America's disgrace, we're just sort of living with it. Are you a Rudy backer or backing away from Rudy right now? Let me know in the comments.